Hey guys, Shock here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys my virtual world list for November 2021 for the October 2021 ban list. It's been a while, so good to see you guys. Hopefully you guys are all doing okay. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate all the people that subscribed and have seen my videos since I last posted videos. But yeah, I wanted to bring to you guys this deck profile since I got the rarity bumps, as well as my current interpretation of Virtual World during this format. And I am also going to bring to you guys a couple more deck profiles, a Phantom Knight list, a Burning Abyss list, and maybe even a Dino list, a couple other things maybe, maybe some Goat. So if you guys are interested in any of that, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for all the interaction on the channel. You guys really motivate me to make more videos. And without further ado, we'll get straight into it. So taking a look at the main deck, the extra deck, and the side deck, we'll go through a short combo video, combo tutorial at the end of the video, and we'll call it a day. So first off, people don't really need to talk about this deck too much because you guys all should know the effects. My interpretation of these cards, Lulu and Gigi are my favorite ones because they are hand effects and they are normal summons. But obviously both of these are incredibly good for keeping advantage, being able to summon from hand, get your searchers, get your traps, and recur cards and add cards from deck to hand. So very strong cards there. Then we're playing the 3 Lily and the 3 Lau Lau. Lily being your double Foolish Burial and Lau Lau being your basically free rank 6 fodder. This deck really relies on the rank 6 part. And I really do like the fact that you're able to pump out XYZ monsters and synchro monsters in this deck. It's one of my favorite parts about it, as well as being able to be so efficient at it. 2 Nian Nian. I tried out Tao Tao a little bit, really been toying with consistency, but at the end of the day, I think the deck is just going to be what it is. It's going to be as consistent or inconsistent as it wants to be. You're going to always have those brick hands, but I do think that this deck can be consistent. It just depends on the day, I guess. Let's take a look at the spells. So we're playing the 3 City, the 3 Qinglong, and then we are playing the double Chuche and the 1 Zhuangwu. So these cards are all very self-explanatory. The ratios have been the same for a very long time. And just remember to read all your cards, read everything that they do, because Zhuangwu, it doesn't come up very often, but this card's can protect you in battle when it's face up on the field. Qinglong obviously has the impermanence type effect, but you have to banish a card from the graveyard. And then Kowloon, recently just read that Kowloon, if you have on resolution 2 virtual world gate cards, all of your virtual world monsters you control gain 200 attack, which is really good for outing Dragoon with your Shenshen. So, yep, that's the standard 23 virtual world cards. And then for the non-engine cards, you're playing the 3 Pot of Desires and the 2 E-Tail. I guess we can talk about these at once because they do technically like extend the deck. They're not virtual world cards, but they might as well be. I really do like Desires being able to, even if you like draw multiples, you can always discard the extra copy. And then E-Tail, not only does it extend you into a tuner, but also a non-tuner, and it lets you play without your normal summon most of the time. So very good card. Very, very good cards there. Now, I don't know if you're going to hate me or love me or whatever, but this is how we're playing Virtual World right now. So 3 Nib, 3 Ash. The most generic ones, obviously both once per turn, but at the same time, you need to max out on these because they give you the best chance to be able to play. Not necessarily Ash. Ash is more of a catch-all card, whereas Nib kind of dominates the opponent to submission. Then the 3, basically, the 3 extra copies of Imperm, and then the 3 Imperm, of course, the effect failure. This is the ratio I'm running right now for hand traps. I know it's quite a lot, 12 hand traps. But the thing is with this is that, especially with the Nib, you need to be able to play, and these cards help you play. You can take the hand trap route, or you can take the going second card route. I find that going second with this deck is easier when you have hand traps, for me personally, and definitely going first, it's better with hand traps. So yeah, that's basically why I play what I play. I really want to use like cards like M7 to put the cards back onto the field. So let's take a look at the extra deck really quick. So this is standard. It hasn't changed, I think, since I've shown you guys my profiles, but the one Shenshen, the one Croco, and the one Vermilion Dragon Mech, very standard. The one Coral Dragon, the one Stardust Charge Warrior, and the one Juju. I think I cut Juju last time, but I put it back in because this card's ridiculous. So yeah, play those. They're all really strong. The one Zolkin and the one Crystal Wing. Learned something recently with this card as well. So if you try and make this while you have Shenshen on the field, you can't. So this card has to send the monsters to the graveyard. So you need to be very careful when using this card. And you cannot make that card and then get a Crystal Wing if you already have Shenshen on board. Gossip Shadow, obviously, very good. It's my favorite rank 3 to play, I think. Break Sword's cool too. Fortune Toon's okay. So there are a couple options, but I do like that card the best. Right now, I am on 2 M7s because I had one M7 in, and I was like, wow, I really wish I had another M7, and I couldn't think of what else to play, so I'm like, let's play 2 M7. I like it a lot, being able to add back hand traps, especially when you go into the side deck, being able to add back the Droll, add back the Lancia, really, really helpful card. I love the interactions that it has in the deck. Of course, the one Utopia Beyond and the one Fan. These are really good going second cards, as well as the one Gaia Thunder Charger, which kind of supplements you and also does piercing damage, I guess, for time, if you want to think of it that way. But yeah, all really good rank 6s and high level or high rank cards. Finally, of course, the one Zeus. I think since I last made a video, this card actually got a reprint, which is hilarious. But I still love my secret rare. It's absolutely gorgeous. Cool. So that's it for the extra deck. And then let's take a look at the side deck really quick, and we'll go through a quick combo after. So 3 Artifact Lancia and a 3 Drone Lockbird. These are your side deck hand traps that are really strong. This card is really good against a lot of decks. This card's also really good against a lot of decks. Drytron's insane. So yeah, and then actually, if people are playing the bird version of Tri Brigade, that apparently this card's pretty good against that. Also, this card's really good against Tri Brigade, and it's also really good against Phantom Knights. So yep, our main deck is mainly catered to playing against Sword Soul. And then I'm trying to think of any other like random decks. Like the hand traps we play generally cover the rest of the meta. So yep. Then we're playing 3 Dark Ruler No More. I decided to put it back in because I think it is a valuable card versus Drytron, especially now that they only have 1 Ava. A lot of times what will happen is you can end with either this. You can have either this or Droll paired with like a Veiler or an Imperm, and then you're completely fine because the Imperm deals with the Beatrice getting the Herald, and then the Dark Ruler deals with the rest of the board. Or you can go Droll to stop them searching, and then when they try and do some play with like a monster, you can just like Imperm or whatever. But either way, this card's really good to pair with other going second cards versus Drytron. Finally, since this deck's not the best against back row, we're playing 3 Twin Twisters, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, and 1 Red Reboot. I think this is a pretty nice addition to the deck. I think before I wasn't playing this much back row removal. I can't remember, but overall I do think that this is really strong. And then when you're going first, game 3, I really like to put in the Called by the Grave. This card's also really good against like going second against like the Phantom Knight deck. If they try and summon Scythe, I can banish the Scythe from the graveyard. So the one Called by. But yeah, Called by is probably one of the only cards in the deck that like I'm not 100% on, so you could totally cut that if you wanted to. So I feel like everybody always like shows this deck, and they're always like, oh, let's look at I don't know, let's look at like Lulu plus City or something like that. Let's see if we can look at something else. I want to like do like a slightly more obscure combo that can still get us like some good stuff. How about a Nian Nian and a Lily? Just a random hand. Let's put three impermanents in our hand, and let's see what we can do with this. I feel like we can do some decent stuff. So yeah, so let's go. Normal summon of Nian Nian. Lily effect is going to activate, and then we are going to, let me put my impermanents right here so you guys can see my hand. We are going to send our spell card and our trap card. In this case, I'm going to go with my Chuche, which is right here, and my Qinglong. So obviously the graveyard is going to be pretty important for this. So I do want you guys to be able to see the graveyard slightly here. Cool. So it's going to go ahead and summon. We're going to go ahead and use Qinglong because we have to. Our banished pile is going to be down here, I guess. And then we can go ahead and search for our Lulu. So Lulu is going to then reveal and summon itself. We are going to target another monster, which means we have to send a spell or trap and add a spell or trap. So we are going to send this trap card, and we are going to add the spell card. Cool. Don't forget that I did not forget to discard the infinite impermanence, so don't worry, it's okay, it's gone. So yeah, infinite impermanence got discarded, so we only have 2 imperms in the Kowloon in hand. From here, you can do a multitude of things. A lot of people like to go into Crystal Wing, whatever. You can do a bunch of stuff. And really, it kind of depends on what you want to do and who you're playing against. If I want to go as plus as possible, probably at this point what I would do is go Lulu and Lily together. Because I like to play around Nibiru by first making Shenshen. I think Shenshen's like one of the best cards in the deck. So we're going to go ahead and use those two to make our Shenshen. And then after you make your Shenshen, you can just do pretty much whatever you want. From here, what I think I'm going to do, since unfortunately I didn't have access to my Lao Lao, I think I'm going to try and finagle... yeah, so I think here we're just going to go Xuanwu Banish, Xuanwu Banish effect, and then we're going to summon out a Lulu. Yeah, unfortunately this is, oh wait, no, never mind. I'm gonna do it this way. So we are going to do Lily effect to summon back out. We're gonna discard another imperm. So that other imperm is gone, and then we're going to use Chuche effect here, banish. So that's 3 virtual world cards banished, to then make Nian Nian a level 6, and then we're gonna go into our M7. So M7 and Shenshen on board, we're gonna use M7 effect. We're gonna detach the Nian Nian, I think, and then send that to the grave, get back my Lulu, cool. And then we are going to go ahead and activate our Kowloon to get a Chuche. Nothing like crazy, right? Not the best board, but at the same time, not the worst, right? A lot of times what's gonna end up happening is like the follow-up of this deck is like pretty dang good. So you wanna just like have as strong a follow-up as you possibly can. And I feel like a lot of times, you know, you can kind of get into trouble. They can totally nib you in a really bad spot if you don't go into Shenshen early. You can try and go with that hand into a Crystal Wing to stop them from nibbing you, but at that point then you wouldn't have access to your Shenshen. So that's kind of why I went for the Shenshen Chuche with the M7. Again, not the strongest hand, but the fact that you have at least 1 card still in hand plus the Lulu means that you do have follow-up for next turn with the Chuche. And if they get rid of the Shenshen, you can just bring it back from the grave along with the Lulu in hand plus your draw for the next turn. So, yep, that'll do it, guys, for the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys... if you have any requests for any videos, and thanks so much for all of your support. Take care. Bye-bye.